as you heard, I am a huge sports fanatic. And my program this afternoon is based on a series of best-selling books I wrote in which I was able to interview more than 1,000 professional athletes and coaches who all had one thing in common. They were all members of championship teams. And I could only ask them why that particular team won. And much like Jim Collins did in his iconic book, Good to Great, I too was looking for the same sorts of trends and metrics and patterns that were common among these teams, and the results were fascinating. The same characteristics that are common in peak performers in sports are common in peak performers in business. As I learned, champions have a very unique DNA. So I want you to think about your DNA and about why someone would choose to do business with you. After all, you're in the ultimate commodity business. So what's unique about you? There are big differences between trusted advisors and order takers, and I want you to think about the differentiators that truly set you apart from everybody else. At the core of my message is the simple fact that we like to do business with people who we like, people who we trust, and people who just get it. In my world, these people are champions. Now, these 7 champions you're about to learn about aren't necessarily the greatest athletes of all time. Rather, they are 7 individuals who have made a difference as leaders by elevating from ordinary to extraordinary. And I want to share their stories with you in the hope that you will be able to use their life lessons to build stronger relationships with your customers and ultimately grow your businesses. That's why we're all here together, right? And in my opinion, success, it starts with passion. You can't fake passion. You're either genuine and authentic or fake and phony, and that's your guy, Yao Ming, one of the greatest basketball players in history. Yao's parents were both star players on the Chinese national team, so it was no wonder their son would be destined for greatness growing up in Shanghai. Here he is playing with the Houston Rockets of the National Basketball Association. What an incredible athlete. But when I think about Yao and what was so unique about his DNA, for me it wasn't his athletic ability. No, it was that smile on his face which pretty much said it all. Yao was so passionate about giving 100% each and every night. Towering over the competition at 2.3 meters high, he was an intimidating figure. Yet once the whistle blew and that big smile came out, he was just a big teddy bear. America immediately fell in love with him. They called him a gym rat because he was just always hanging around the gym, day and night, shooting hoops. He'd play pickup games with the janitors, the trainers, the beer vendors, the ticket takers, anyone who would play with him. He never felt that he was too good for anyone, despite the fact that he was a huge celebrity and made millions of dollars. His smile and positive attitude were simply infectious, and that's why everyone loved him. He was so likable, so funny. He was an amazing teammate. You know the old cliche, find a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life? First one to the office, last one to leave. That was Yao. He was so passionate about playing basketball. I love hanging around professional athletes because it's like being around the fountain of youth. These people, they've spent their entire lives working so hard to get to the top of the pyramid. And once they get there, they're consumed with staying there because this is what they love to do. This is their passion. So what's your passion? You see, here's what I've learned. If you're not really, truly, authentically passionate about what you do, then you need to think about what you do. Now, I get it. Maybe you didn't grow up dreaming of selling life insurance or analyzing PE ratios, but maybe your passion is helping people to gain their financial freedom, or knowing that your advice and guidance is making a difference in a customer's financial futures. Someone like Mary. If that's the case, then congratulations, you're living the dream. But maybe this is just your day job, and your real passion is traveling or golfing or fishing or spending time with your kids or grandkids. Then you better be really good at your day job so that you have enough time and money and freedom to do the things that you're really passionate about. Otherwise, you're just pushing the rock up the hill, and that's no fun. So I want you to think about what you're truly passionate about and how that ties into what you do, because at the end of the day, we choose to do business with people who are incredibly passionate about what they do. That's Sachin Tendulkar, arguably the greatest cricketer of all time. And in India, where cricket is like religion, this man is a god. It's been fascinating studying his DNA, his will to win,